Hey there, do you want to look cool this Halloween using only a few products? Then look no further. So the first thing you want to do is get rid of your eyebrows if you have thick eyebrow hairs like mine. I like to use Prozaid, and then I use a little bit of powder, and then simply flattened flat. Going in now with a gray water-activated face paint, we're just going to cover our entire face with that. This face paint is by Mayron, by the way. But you can get Snazaroo from like Michael's craft store. I'm going in now with a black eyeliner, and we're going to outline the entire skull shape. And this is going to be our guide the entire time, so take your time. But we're going to start with the eye socket. So you're going to just draw a little circle where your bone's on your eye end. Or you can just wrap it around your glued down eyebrow. Whatever makes more sense for you. But you don't have to use this exact eyeliner. Any eyeliner you have is fine. You want to just get a black outline, and that's just going to be our guide for the shadow. So from the tail of your eyebrow, you're going to now go in with the temple, which will create a bone space between the eye and the temple. And then I know this is crazy, but you're going to go in a little S shape to make the top cheekbone, connecting from there, now making the bottom cheekbone, and then on this outside space now creating the jawline. It's confusing. So from there, you want to take that curvy line, connect these two, and then curve this around your eyebrow. And then curve that around there. Then curve that around there. And then curve that down. So just take a screenshot. Ready? Great. So now we're going in with a gray eyeshadow. So we're going to do a little shading on the bottom of all of the lines, if that makes sense. We're going to do the hollow sections only. So taking this gray eyeshadow and sweeping it in the mouth area to great depth. And then we're going to also take it into that other extra line we made right here. And then sweep that just all the way around the mouth section. So now this looks hollow and sunken in. And we're going to do the same idea in the temple and then behind the cheekbones as well. So we're essentially making these bones pop out nice and good. So continue that same thing on the temple. And that'll make that look nice and sunken in, top and bottom. And then we'll finish doing the back of the cheekbone. We're only using 2 eyeshadows for this, gray and black. So it's pretty, it's pretty cost friendly. But, down here on the jawbone, basically, I just want you to get the idea that we're trying to make the negative space, or the positive space, which is the gray, pop out. So now I'm going to shade in that eyebrow area, but I'm also going to use that as an opportunity to start contouring the nose as well. So kind of sweep that line and dust that line in, but then pull it down just to add depth to the gray. Now we're going to switch to a fluffy brush. This one's by Sigma. And using that same gray eyeshadow, we're now going to shade in the top part of that line. Since I switched to a fluffy brush, it's just going to diffuse that same gray eyeshadow less opaquely. So it's going to give the illusion of being 2 different colors with 2 different kind of, with 2 different depths to it, if that makes sense. This is also a nice way for you to, if you don't have every different kind of shade of gray in between black, just use a fluffier brush so it deposits it more diffuse. But as you can see here, I'm just like sweeping it around that inner cheekbone line, and then that's now creating, the illusion that it's curved and therefore popping out more. You know what I'm saying? You could also do what I'm doing on this bottom jawline where I'm skipping over the black line completely, and that's just giving a little bit of a highlight on that bottom jaw so that the bone might be curving inward ever so slightly. But I don't want to take it too far, so you don't have to do any of that kind of stuff if you don't want to. But now I'm going to be shading between the eye and the temple so that eyebrow bone curves, and pretty much just all of the lines. You want to hit it with this nice soft gray. Now, going with the second to last eyeshadow, black, we're going to go in and just add a little bit more depth to certain areas. Not all the way, just in the deepest parts. So I'm kind of just adding it with a flat, dense brush, and then I'm going to switch to that fluffy brush again. And with a little bit of gray eyeshadow, just blend that out to make sure it's nice and soft. Taking black eyeshadow now on the fluffy brush itself, I'm just slightly diffusing a little bit of darker black in certain areas just to help it bend. But now switching back to gray, but there's probably a little black eye in there, honestly. I'm going to start curving that from the bottom of the jaw into the chin. So then there's now roundness to the chin as well as that bottom jawline. Doing the same steps to the eye socket as well. I'm going in with the gray first just to kind of diffuse around the eye, and then we'll take that black eyeshadow to hug it right back in there so it looks as deep as it can. This is that same gray eyeshadow now on the fluffy brush, and I'm just sweeping into the inner cheek and the inner part of my eye, which is going to create a ridge around the eye, but then also add depth around the cheekbone and the center of the face as well. So I used the same paints that I'm using on my face on watercolor paper and then cut it out. So that's what this is. Super easy. So I just glued those guys on, and then I'm creating a little bit of eyeliner around them to kind of create the illusion that it's a crown resting on my head. I used Sauron, as the title implies, from Lord of the Rings. So I used his original skull design, and then I made these like shoulder pads too that were as close as I could think to get to his shoulder pads, and then I kind of plan to just like paint in between. So I'm winging this anyway, so I hope you guys like it. Once I get to the center, I'm also shading it inward to create like a little bit of a triangle in the front of my head, just to be like the lowest tip of the crown as well. Now moving on to the teeth, bear with me, several million steps. I'm taking a white eyeshadow, or the cream eyeshadow from the palette you saw before, and I'm using a brush that's like tooth-shaped, and I'm using it to just kind of stamp where I want the teeth to be. Very low commitment, help you visualize. Now taking the gray eyeshadow, I'm shading in between those teeth, but then also curving it upwards and outwards, and it's going to be creating my gum lines, or the gum sections between the upper tops of the teeth. So you want to just add those, messy as can be. It's kind of like a free-for-all here, because you're going to want to blend them out, like almost diffuse it completely, and then add a little bit more again to the center. So like this is the first initial lines, just like get some gray in there, switch to the blending brush, buff it out, and then add a little bit more, and then you should be like right around here. So then now I'm going with a black eyeshadow to create more definition around the tooth itself, and just add a little bit more depth. Diffusing that black eyeshadow out with a small brush as you go. We want to just get it around the teeth and in the cracks of the gums. Get it nice and depthy. And then once it's at the edge, use that black eyeshadow to then connect it to the upper jawbone, cheekbone that we created earlier. Now, I'm going to go with some more white eyeshadow, or it's more of a cream. And I'm going to kind of reshape the tooth itself to get a little bit of a crisp line at the top of that. And now I'm going to outline each one with black eyeliner. I did it off camera because I had to get way too close to the mirror. But then you want to take the gray eyeshadow one more time and then diffuse that black eyeliner downwards. Not the top part of the line. You want that to stay crisp. The bottom part of the line, however, blend it straight down, as you can see here. And then we're kind of getting to the final form of the teeth that's really starting to come alive. Oh, I used the wrong shadow here. But it takes a billion steps, but it looks cool. Layers is really the key. So now, as the last polishing step, I'm taking that white eyeshadow again, and I'm just cleaning that up. And then with a black liquid eyeliner, we're going to black out the very bottom of the top row of teeth so you can just see that crisp edge. And then do it to both sides. And you should be around here. I created some more little spikies. I've never really done this before, so it's a little new to me, but I'm having fun playing with it. So I pretty much just glued them on there, and then totally out of frame, painted them with the same colors, and then shaded black around each side. Wow. So now we're moving on to the body. So these are the two shoulder guys I was telling you about. Again, I just used watercolor paper, which is really thick. And I just painted using the same paint you see me using right here, and then some Sharpies, some black eyeshadow. So, I mean, the sky's really the limit when you consider entering paper into your makeup routine. But anyway, I'm just going to do a really rough sketch of what Sauron's like chest armor kind of look like, which is pretty much like chest plates of like 3 or 4 pieces of metal with like necklace diamond plates. I'm not really sure, but you just go in with gray eyeshadow in between each of those spaces, and then switch to black eyeshadow in between those spaces, and then you should be somewhere right around here. And then I'm just very lazily now, because the ADHD is kicking in, painting the rest of it a dark gray, and then finishing it off with these like tear marks. They just felt really appropriate. It reminded me of a skull I did a billion years ago. But then pop in your contacts and some a little bit of black eyeshadow just to touch everything up and pull it all together. My favorite part. And you're done, my friends. Yay! If you guys want, follow me on social media. I'll be posting more of these in quick tutorials if short form's more your thing. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!